And we can all agree that starting a business is difficult. Can I get a yes if you think it's challenging? Did you know that you have a better chance of surviving a face-to-face encounter with a bear than making it as a business owner? This is absolutely true. You can look it up. So it's important that we think about the different buying experiences. And that's why I add that unknown step before the consideration. Because that step is going to be different depending on the product or service that you're offering. For example, the way you go from unknown to awareness when you're going to make a $50 purchase is different than when you're going to make a $1,000 purchase. About a year ago, I ruptured my Achilles tendon. I didn't know that there were particular doctors that just are surgeons for feet. And imagine not knowing that that exists, and you go to the doctor and then they recommend a specialist, and you have no idea how to evaluate, how to make this purchase. And again, it's important, it's your health, and this is something that I didn't know it even existed. And it might have happened to you that you had to purchase a product or a service that you had no idea that it existed. They were analyzing the data and they realized that the listings that were getting more renters were the ones that had good photos, because it's attractive for people. The ones that didn't have good photos, not so many renters. So what they did, these are the founders, they emailed everybody. At the beginning they just had some apartments in New York. They emailed everybody and they said, great news, you just won a chance to get a professional photographer to go and do your photos so you can get more renters. What do you think people are going to say, yes or no? Yes, right? You know who the professional photographers were? The founders. It turns out that customer satisfaction is higher when a challenge comes and the company solves it. If the experience always goes well, you might not be as passionate, but if something goes wrong and the company solves it, you got a customer for life. Somebody that's gonna talk about it all the time. So it's important, keep it in mind. Don't be afraid when something wrong happens. Don't think like, oh, we messed up. Think, oh, this is a great opportunity to get a customer for life. Because, for example, Karen brings a good point. What if this company reaches out to me, because they probably see in their CRM that I would go once or twice a year and I haven't been there in the past year. What if they reach out to me and it's like, Mr. Sanoja, we noticed you haven't been here in a while. We don't know why that is, but we imagine that your car needs probably a service. Come back and we'll do a full service for free and we'll change your tires too. Do you think I'll be back? For sure, right? And I'm like, oh, they noticed. So it's powerful to understand your customer journey, because then you'll be able to do things like that. And they just save a lot of time, because all those clients that don't watch the video, the closing rate was 4%. So imagine having 100 meetings and just closing 4. How much of a waste of time that is. Just imagine you're not spending actual money, but just in time. You could be spending time with other clients and closing those. On the other hand, when they did it, after the videos, out of 100, they would close 95. And the videos are doing the work for them. They just go in for the last meeting. So it's important. And I just looked everybody up, small thank you letter, and after that, I got the room every time. And when I couldn't, she would just like find me another good room. And I didn't do it like, oh, I'm gonna write this thank you letter no. You just doing it but it's as simple as a thank you letter.